Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's video is on another interesting topic. Haval is full of new features and advanced controls. One of the features of Haval is intelligent driving. And within intelligent driving, there is a function called lane assist system. If we enable this function, it can take multiple actions. For example, it can alert you when you are going off the lane, or it can also try to keep the car within the lane. And if you want more help from the system, then it can also try to keep the car in center of the lane. Haval also got emergency lane keeping function, which gets triggered on emergency driving situation. In this video, I will cover how to enable and customize these functions, what are the conditions for these functions to work, and I will also be showing real life demo of this function in action. And lastly, based on my experience, I would also give my opinion about this function, if it's better to use or not, and if yes, then which option could be the right one for you. Before I begin, if you like watching videos on Haval related topics, then please do consider subscribing to my channel. There are lots of interesting Haval features which I would be covering in coming weeks, and you wouldn't want to miss those videos, so please do consider subscribing to it. Coming back to our video, to enable this function, the car must be turned on. The car is on, go to vehicle setting here, and then intelligent driving, and then here you can see lane assist system. So you can expand that, and here you can see all the settings. One more thing to understand here is color codings. So on your driver's side screen, you would see lanes in different colors. If the lanes are in gray color, that means the system is not able to recognize the lane markings. If the lanes are in white color, that means the system is able to detect the lane markings. If you see lanes in green color, that means system is trying to correct your path to keep the car in lane. If you see lanes in red color, that means system was unable to correct the path and then will issue a lane departure warning. First setting is lane assist function. As the name suggests, this function assists you in keeping the car in lane. It can do in three ways. So first option is through warning. In case system detects the car is going off the lane, which is happening unintentionally, means there are no indicators, but the car is drifting towards right or left, then the system will trigger a warning for the driver. Now it's up to the driver to take action on that warning. There are multiple ways to trigger the warning. It can trigger warning through sound only, vibration only, or sound plus vibration both. The sound is clearly audible, but you would feel a very light vibration on your steering. If I go away from the lane just towards left, so you can see that's a warning sign. Feel the vibration. Second assist type is lane keeping assist. The trigger conditions are same like warning, but in this case, when the system detects unintentional lane departure, then system will try to control the car and will try to steer the car to keep it within the lane. So you would feel that your steering is being controlled by the system. If unsuccessful, then it will trigger the warning as well. Third assist type is lane center assist. In this mode, the system will try to keep the car in center of the lane. This is similar to intelligent cruise control, which I covered in cruise control video. If you haven't watched it, then here's the link for you on top right corner. So here, it's similar to lane keeping assist, but it's more active and will keep steering your car for you. It will take action based on your lane position. If your car is drifting towards left of the lane, then it will steer the car towards right to keep the car in center of the lane. However, you cannot leave the steering, because if you do so, it will start giving an alarm similar to intelligent cruise control. And if the system is not able to perform the action to keep the car in center, then it will trigger a lane departure warning to the driver. Okay, now I'll change the setting to lane center assist. So in this mode, you can see that it's trying to detect both the lanes and trying to control the car and keeping it in center. Next setting we have is emergency lane keeping. This function is similar to lane keeping assist. However, it would actively checking the surrounding of your car. In case of lane change, the system will be monitoring for upcoming or rear vehicle or edge of the lanes And if system detects any unfavorable conditions, then it will try to keep the car in same lane. So, for example, if you are changing lane and there is a rear vehicle approaching on same lane, then the system won't let you change the lane. It will pull you back. When it's triggered, you would notice ELK activated on driver side screen. Next setting we have is Smart Dodge. As name suggests, if it's turned on and if you are overtaking a large vehicle, then the system will try to adjust the steering and move the car away from the large vehicle. And once crossed, it will bring the car back to center of the lane. I could not test this function as I did not have an opportunity to simulate this condition. Next setting is warning mode. As explained earlier, there are three ways system can warn you. Sound only, vibration only, sound plus vibration both. In case of vibration, you would feel a very light vibration on your steering. Sometimes you wouldn't even notice that. However, in case of sound, it's clearly audible. And the last setting we have is sensitivity. It can be changed to low, standard and high. Based on my testing, if you have selected low or standard sensitivity, then the system won't react immediately. But in case of high sensitivity, then system will actively monitoring your lanes and would take actions as per your settings. There are few things to note here. Lane assist system only works when your car speed is between 60 km per hour and 150 km per hour. However, I have noticed that emergency lane keeping may work when you are driving at 50 km per hour speed as well. So I think this setting is not perfect. Second thing to consider here is default settings. Lane assist function can be turned off and it would remain turned off in your next drive. Same goes for smart dodge function. However, the default setting for emergency lane keeping function is on, which means it has to be turned off every time you start your car. So let's see if I turn it off and I'm turning off my car. So now my car is turned off and now I'm gonna turn on again. So my car is on. Now you can see that emergency lane keeping is turned on again. And the last one, lane assist system will only work when there are clear lane markings. If lane markings are not clearly visible, then the system may misbehave. So while using, we have to be very careful. There are no lanes now and you can see that it's not able to recognize any lanes, but still ELK is still getting activated. Based on my experience, lane assist function works well, especially when set to warning mode. Other settings, lane keeping assist and lane center assist also work well, but there are times when the system may not be able to detect the lanes properly and may cause sudden unwanted steering movement. One of the bad experience I had when I was on leftmost lane and there were markings for bus stopping. When I came close to those markings, the system drifted my steering towards right, forcing me to change my lane. I was holding my steering very lightly, so my car got drifted and I had to quickly react to pull it back to the current lane. It's good to have warning rather than letting system control your steering. If we talk about emergency lane keeping, then this is a big no. It should always be turned off because it's not perfect and very unsafe. I had very bad driving experience due to this function. I have noticed when you are exiting from freeway, then sometimes the system won't detect the exit lane and won't let you exit the freeway. You will have to apply the force to take a control of the steering, which is definitely a very unsafe driving experience. Second issue which I have faced recently. I was driving on a freeway and was trying to change the lane. The lane was clear. There wasn't any car on the second lane, nor any car coming from behind. But when I started to change the lane, the system pulled me back to my current lane. That was so annoying and scary as well, as I was driving on 100 zone. I think there was a car on third lane which confused the system that my car may be colliding with that car. So it didn't let me change my lane. I would recommend to keep this setting always off whenever you are driving on freeways. Finally, Haval has tried to implement a number of cool features, but they haven't done a thorough testing. Some of these features are very risky and may cause accidents as well. We have to be very careful when using all these system driven functions. That's it from my side. I hope my video was helpful for you to understand Havel's lane assist system. Thanks for watching.